Okay.
So, and now we're flying there, and we have Arya with us as well. And we're flying. She's currently.
Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to Dominion Campaign Nat 1 with our friends Ronak and Tiger Boy here.
Hello.
Tiger, you
Sup?
still there? Okay, so recap from last episode, we actually did an episode off stream because there was some technical difficulties there. Last episode, they found Arya and big shock, she was very scared of them, and they decided that, the best idea would be to threaten her to death. With death, not to death. Big, important detail there. But while they were threatening her, a mysterious assassin showed up and tried to kill her. Fortunately, Ulthric here managed to save her, but Teddy died in the process.
Teddy died.
Teddy died in the process, unfortunately. And they went back and they went to interrogate Arya over why she was being hunted and everything that was going on. They discovered that Dominion, which is the big government thing which runs the city, are actually using the citizens and the A-class soldiers as human test subjects for the unstable S-class potion mix, which they're currently working on. And then they also discovered that they're creating the S-class soldiers not only to defend the city, but also for a mysterious expedition force to which they don't know where the expedition went because they didn't ask. For some reason, guys, that seems like a pretty important detail.
We didn't?
No, you didn't ask where the expedition was going. You just were like, oh, it's an expedition force, alright, it makes sense. Important details here, guys.
Okay.
Important details. Then they rowed the boat. They rowed the boat back to
The sewer.
Back to the sewer because they discovered that the assassin may or may not be one of
Tumble's
brothers, and they went off and they decided that they're going to go to Teddy's home. Teddy, why do I keep on messing that up? Tumble and Teddy. Tumble's home at Snoring Mountain. Why was that again, guys?
It wasn't in Snoring Mountain. It's the wasteland because I had to flee Snoring Mountain because he got attacked by
but why are you guys heading over to that?
Vikings.
Why are you guys heading over to his house again?
Oh, we're heading down to get what's it called? What's Arya? We're heading down to get Arya's her little magic like rock that she has implanted in her that gives her basically her wizard ID, so that we can either implant it into me or Ulthric, and then we can disguise ourselves as her and then sneak in to the big base, basically we need to sneak into the big magic headquarters with Arya's little magic ID crystal and dude stuff. I don't remember. We need to free the people from the yeah.
You are extremely good at explaining things, aren't you?
I know, right?
Okay, so you guys are heading off to Tumble's place for some reason to meet his wizard dad. And
we are also flying there on the back of my dragon. You forgot to mention that.
To get there, they went down to the sewers, and we discovered, much to my surprise, as well as Tumble's and Arya's, that he had his dad, who is this dragon. His dad, he was keeping in the sewers, which is a very nice way to treat your father. I must.
He kept himself in the sewers. Damn it.
Oh yeah, no, important distinction.
I did not keep him there. He left him there. He decided to stay there by himself.
All right. And quickly for us, could you describe what he looks like, just with the audience?
Essentially, he's fucking. I gotta go look at the photo. He is a 10-foot story. 10-foot story. Yes, a 10-story building.
When
as
standing
tall as a
up.
10-story building.
When on his two legs. When on his two legs. Big distinction.
When he's on 4 legs, it's a 10-story building. You never specified on his back legs or 4 legs, so we're going with 4 legs.
I feel like that was a pretty important distinction to make, you know.
It was an important distinction to make. Anyways, he's as tall as a 10-story building on 4 legs. So we're going with that. He's got a giant bone mask thing going on. He's also got big ass wings with white flames at the end of them and a giant bone stabby tail. There you go, basic description.
So essentially, he's a freaking unit. He's a goddamn.
Yeah, he's a unit. He's a unit, brother.
And they're riding this guy to Snoring Mountain. Are you guys to Tumble's wasteland home? Are you guys sure that no one's gonna be afraid or attack you because
he can polymorph into a human being?
The dragon can?
How?
Yes,
wait.
The bronze dragons can polymorph.
What
just
okay.
And just a normal sized human being.
It'd be my height, but yes.
Where does all where does all the mass go?
It's polymorph. It's literally the polymorph spell. It's what he casts on himself, except it's not really a spell itself. It's actually polymorph. It's just a thing he can do.
Good
Oh,
lord.
God.
Good
I'm
lord.
yawning,
When
sorry.
did you wake up?
Yeah, I'm currently in bed.
Sleep tight.
Okay, that was a detail. Alright, so let's get right into the campaign. Before we start, what was the journey like for you guys? Because you guys were riding Rawback because you didn't have the saddle. So what's the journey like? Did anyone get hurt, or what? Was it
No,
tough?
it was a calm journey.
Roughly. Now, because he's got some weird electric flaming wings or whatever. Did that not affect anyone?
No, that did not affect anyone.
It tickled.
Sorry?
I said it tickled.
Of course you would. So you guys descend through the clouds. You weren't able to see much because it was pretty thick cloud layer all the way to Snoring Mountain, to the wasteland. The wasteland, according to your guys, roughly took about 3 days to reach, but you had enough rations and you made it pretty fine.
Cool.
Mainly just sleeping along the way. As you guys descend upon Tumble's home, it's just completely sparse. Not necessarily completely desert, but there's nothing. You can't see trees, and the little nature that you can see are just shrubs and small insects climbing along the ground. There's nothing in sight whatsoever, apart from in the very, 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 very far distance you can see a tree line and mountain ranges from the rest of the world. And you guys, I'm assuming the dragon already knows where Tumble's home is.
Yeah, he's been around long enough for it.
Okay, and Ulthric's dad descends onto Tumble's home. Tumble, would you like to describe for us what your ancestral home looks like?
So, basically, the home looks like a big baobab tree in the middle of what looks like an outback with a reddish golden sand with shrubs and dead trees and cactus sparsely surrounding the huge tree. This tree is about the size of a 3-story building with branches that are as thick as a train tunnel.
Oh my
In the
goodness. I am seeing what a baobab tree looks like. Good lord, that's vivid imagery. Um, the dragon descends. He dwarfs the building in comparison to its massive size, but the tree is a pretty decent size. It's got this kind of almost comically large trunk, which dwarfs the branches which go off it. The branches are about as big as corridors, and some even larger, but still kind of dwarfed in comparison to the comically large tree trunk in the middle, which is which is bulbous and has little notches along the side that represent windows and doors. And so yeah, you guys descend onto Tumble's home. There's no one outside as of right now, but everything seems pretty quiet. It's just early morning, so it's pretty dark, and there's still mist hanging around. But the red sand kind of glistens with morning dew.
Ooh, interesting.
So yeah, what do you guys do?
Well, first my dad will polymorph into a human form, and then we will go inside the damn thing.
What does this human form look like?
He looks like a human being, but bigger and stronger and
Yeah,
with...
but like specific details. I can't
Okay,
just know he looks
it
like
looks like the Rock.
Yeah, no, he doesn't look like The Rock. Fuck it, he looks like me, except he's taller and a lot more buff.
Huh.
Buff Dad.
Okay.
Buff Dad.
Okay. Um. So, Ulthric's dad turns into this kind of hulking version of Ulthric, still just a slightly
unit.
taller human.
Yes.
Is what he appears to be. He kind of inspects himself, and he looks to Ulthric questioningly. He says, "Did I get it right this time?"
This.
I
Ulthric
remember
look over and
last time
fucking-
that those people were quite scared. Don't want the same thing to happen. Ulthric.
It'll be fine. He's gonna go over and like fucking ruffle his own dad's hair. I feel like I'm the parent in this situation now.
Ulthric.
This is lovely. Yes, Ulthric is now dad.
I refuse to call you that,
Ulthric dad's his own
son.
dad.
Son,
Exactly.
I'm the daddy here. You understand me, son? He kind of
You are
raises
not
his
my
voice a
daddy.
little bit, and he gets to his tiptoes to try and look bigger.
I know. No, that's not.
But it's early morning, dark, mist hanging around the place, and the tree looks pretty much deserted. There's no lights on.
Okay.
We're going inside.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. The first floor is generally cozy. It has the appearance that it would be cozy on any other day. There's kind of hay, loose bits of hay strewn about the floor. There's a few tables. You can tell that there would have been a decently large family, or even a little town that would have lived in this tree. This bottom floor seems to be kind of either a welcoming kind of center, or a little bit of an inn, because there are tables strewn about with bottles and lanterns that have been put out, and there's a little bar table with small barrels on them that appear to be filled with mead. However, weirdly enough, all of the lanterns seem to have been put out, and there's kind of a thick dew that covers everything, even though, theoretically, if the lights were on the night before, this would have prevented that.
So they haven't been on in a while.
Oh, strangely enough, there doesn't appear to be any cobwebs, which would kind of happen from abandonment. It just seems as though no one is there. Not that no one hasn't been there, because you can see that there are still half-drunk bottles and kind of cloaks strewn about on the seats, but no one's there, and it's completely dark.
If I say tree lights, which would usually make all the candles turn on, in this situation, would the candles turn on, or would they stay out?
You don't know.
Should I just test it?
You can test it, sure.
Alright, I say tree lights.
Okay, D20.
Forgot that I need dice for this game.
You get a there's kind of a flickering response, but the tree kind of shakes a little as if it's trying to fight something, and then all of the lights suddenly blaze to life, but still slightly weak.
Ah, there we are.
FYI, you rolled an 18, so.
Okay.
So that's the first floor. That you can tell that the story is roughly. How many stories did you say it was?
3.
Yeah, 3 stories tall. So it's like a small house, but pretty wide. So what do you guys do?
I go and explore.
So yeah, okay. So are you just kind of inspecting all the objects, or are you going upstairs? Because there's a little kind of ladder which goes to the second floor, as well as what appears to be a little kind of pole which goes down the center.
Is it a scratching pole?
If you inspect it, you would see that there are a lot of scratch marks on it, which look like they're from claws, but it doesn't look like it was intended for a scratch pole.
Right.
But there
I put my paw on the pole and reminisce. of scratching it against my father's wishes.
There are carpets, like thick carpets along the walls that appear to be for that purpose. As you touch this surface, which is thick with dew, you notice that the dew is kind of sticky almost. It's like a membraney substance that clings to your hand. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Alright. Plus 12.
You got 12?
Yep.
The kind of the room around you flickers and it almost turns to ink and then washes away in like this great tide, and it's replaced by another image of the same place, but it's much brighter and lively. There's a tabaxi female barmaid behind the bar serving drinks, chatting with patrons sitting at stools to the bar. There's a few other tabaxi old fellows. It's moderately filled, not like a town size or even a village, but it's moderately filled. And you can see, and as you continue to watch, down the pole comes these three lively kids.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Hold on here. Okay, comes down three lively kids. One of them is kind of this black tabaxi who looks like the oldest, roughly. He looks bigger, and he's got a little scar on his cheek from probably play fighting or something. And he kind of runs down and runs towards the bar. The next one who comes down is a spotted ginger kind of tabaxi who runs down and looks kind of sad about something, but then nonetheless follows the black cat. And finally, the last one is a ginger tabaxi who looks uncannily like Tumble, and he also follows the black cat. Before you can see what they're about to say, the whole scene washes back, and you can see that you're back where you were, but your hand is no longer touching the pole.
Does the pole go down to a secondary level?
No, the pole seems to go from the top of the tree down to the bottom.
So yes, it goes down to it. Okay, I'm gonna climb the fucking pole.
To go up.
You have wings.
Yes, and I have a 20 in strength. What is your point, sir?
I mean, there's stairs, but okay.
It's good. It's a workout. Okay, I gotta get my workout in somehow.
There's about 3 stories. Which one do you want to climb to?
All of them, one at a time.
I follow after him.
What? Okay. You get to the second floor. The second floor appears to be a kind of communal place. It looks like essentially barracks. There's a ton of beds all along the walls, and there's a massive kind of carpet in the center with what appears to be like seats and pillows for where people would rest and sit. There's again more just belongings strewn about the place, as if there were people living here just yesterday. And
I would like to roll investigation.
To investigate what specifically?
See why everybody just left in a hurry.
Okay, roll.
Let me get my sheet up. Hang on. Oh, yoy. I just woke up, so I'm tired. Don't mind me. Oh, where's the sheet? I can't find my sheet. There's my sheet. Found my sheet.
Morning.
Exactly. What is a passive 21 on investigation find me?
Oh, good lord! I forgot you had that. Okay.
Well, see, passive isn't gonna find me everything though. I'm gonna roll for it. But what does the passive find me in the meantime?
The people who as you look around, it doesn't look. There's no signs of a struggle. So there's nothing here that makes it seem as though they were captured or kidnapped. But what is very strange, it also seems that no one left. It just seems that they just stopped existing.
That is a 24 for investigation. It's like an active investigation.
The only bit which you can inference out of this is that they didn't just die or kind of stop existing. You kind of see trails of what looks like a blue smoke, which would be left over from some kind of arcane transfer. It definitely seems though that they're not here. They're not in this realm.
So they just got captured and essentially sent to the ship.
Maybe. But
okay, lovely.
But
it
just seems as they just completely disappeared. But they're not in this realm. In this world. And by the way, yes, this campaign does take inspiration from recent events.
Can I make an Arcana check to just like sort of see what's going on?
Okay.
What's your Arcana?
+5.
Okay, I'll give you the help action, so get advantage on it.
Okay. 19.
Okay. And you're checking for Arcana, right? There was a big. You can tell there was a big, like a humongous burst of arcane energy, something which, even a high-level wizard alone wouldn't be able to create. Maybe a group or a few, but certainly not one. They would have to be extremely powerful. There was a massive surge of arcane energy, and you can still see the trails, but apart from that, you can't inference what kind of spell it was. You can kind of tell it was some kind of transferring or transport spell, but it's unfamiliar to you. To you, it seems as though it's either an evaporation spell or a transport spell, but you know.
Can I roll? I'm gonna roll. Do you want to give me help, Tumble?
I don't have that spell.
FYI, I mean, even if you do roll, you're not gonna be able to find much more than that. There's nothing.
Natural 23.
Oh my goodness! Why do you guys do this to me? Okay, natural 23. All right, fine. You do an Arcana check similar to Tumble's. Your eyes kind of glow with electric energy. Your hair kind of stands on end, and your hair and Tumble, your hair's kind of poof up a little bit. You can tell not much more than what Tumble tells, but you can tell that it was a huge amount of energy. It wasn't an evaporation spell. It was some kind of transport spell, and it was a transport spell to a different realm, another realm.
Okay.
None of you do any of you have any background with studying different realms or anything?
Yes.
Kinda, yeah.
Can you tell me that?
So my dad had a big library in this very tree that basically just had a bunch of arcane historical knowledge that I read during my time growing up here.
Do you think you'd be able to remember all of that, like, perfectly?
Maybe if I visit back to the library and
tell you what,
if I see the book, I'll probably be able to tell that's the one that will have knowledge.
Do an insight check to see whether you can remember anything about realms, to see
That'd be a history check.
What it was. Yeah, maybe a history check, yeah, actually.
Alright. What's my history bonus?
I'll give you an advantage on it if you talk to me about it.
Alright, sure. Natural 20.
Oh, God. You guys. And that was with the help action, yeah?
Yep. Okay. Well, at first I rolled a 14,
so
and then
you
the second one was 20.
perfectly the exact day you went up to his library and you read about this realm. It was kind of a normal day, and you were just generally bored about the house. Your brothers were out with one of the other tabaxi. I don't know. You don't know what they were doing. You just know that you weren't allowed to come. And you just were kind of wondering about the library. You saw this book which said like realms or something on it. You can't remember the author or anything because you weren't quite able to read that well at this age. You picked it up, thought it looked interesting, and you opened it up to a random page. As you looked through, you remember that you saw a page which had kind of a picture of this kind of dewy membrane substance, and there was kind of letters on the top that you weren't able to read as a child, but now you can. The words said, the dark side, but not as in dark side just like the dark side, as in dark side as with a kind of elvish spelling. It's a bit odd. You can tell that it's the name isn't it's not in English. It's not a word transferable to any language, but that's how it looks in your mind essentially. But it's not a word. It's more of kind of a feeling of dread that you read on this page. And you remember your dad being very tense when he saw you looking at that. And he kind of snatched the book away from you.
Maybe. Okay. I'll relay that information back to Ulthric.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys look around more, you can see that there are doors which appear to be leading off to the branches, which you assume are just kind of more homes for the tabaxi who you assume to lived here. You see, Tumble's family was just one family in this group of tabaxi refugees from Snoring Mountain who lived here.
I want to take the corridor that would take me to my family's sort of wing of the tree.
Oh, well, you see, your family was one of the kind of first to set up shop here, so if you just go up one, the library wasn't necessarily your dad's, but you kind of saw it that way because he was really the main leader of the camp. You can remember it was on the 3rd floor. It was a massive arcane library which took up the majority of the 3rd floor.
Alright, I want to climb one more level up to the 3rd floor.
You two, all three?
What? Yes, okay. I'm going with Tumble.
As you guys go up into this massive 3rd floor, sorry, I forgot my words there. There are just shelves upon shelves of books. There is the whole circumference is covered in just shelf after shelf of books, and then on one half is just more shelves that cut diagonally or horizontally in seemingly random patterns. So it's like a maze of books on one half, and the other side there's kind of what looks to be a town, like kind of a town meeting place. There's like a stage, and then there's rows of seats, and there's kind of a table, like a roundish table with seats, which you would assume to be some kind of council. And then in the other corner there was just kind of some kind of workshop.
Alright.
And Tumble, you would remember that this workshop was your dad's workshop, where he kind of worked on things that would help the community.
That's nice.
How nice of him.
I want to sort of inspect the little, like, would there be like a little like crafting workbench sort of table?
Yes.
I want to inspect that.
Okay. you go up to the page. Wait, hold on. What am I looking at? Okay, you go up to this page, to this workshop. Sorry, and you see that there's a small section of the table which has got this kind of metal plate over it, and you can see that there is a bunch of paper there, which wasn't there last time you saw it, so it's recently new. Your dad didn't put any dates on stuff because he didn't like, dating things, because he kind of assumed that everything he put down was going to be used in the future. He was a sentimental kind of odd man in that sense. And it appears to be, you can't quite make sense of it because the writing is very erratic, but the blueprint and the drawing appears to be some kind of door or gate even, and there's kind of a drawing of a light bulb, so assume it has something to do with electricity.
Ooh. Okay. Wait a minute. Electricity, you say?
Yes.
Ulthric?
What?
Do you have any of that sort of lightning-y powers that your dad has?
Not too many.
Okay. Wait, is his dad in the room with us, or is he waiting outside?
Yeah, actually, where is your dad?
He would have followed.
Okay. Okay. I want to go back down to the blue mist, and I want to ask his dad if he can sort of just shoot lightning in the general direction of the mist to try to reactivate the gate.
The mist is it's more of just kind of leftover arcane energy. It's not like a thick fog. It's just kind of clinging to the ground.
Yeah, I want him to shoot that.
All right. Ulthric,
We'll both shoot it.
Would he agree to that?
Can you explain to me one more time what we're shooting at exactly?
I want him to shoot the blue mist on the ground that's left over of the spell with the gate, so that we can try to reactivate it.
It'd probably take both of us, so we both shoot at the same time. Hang on, let me get to my computer so I can look up shit.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
It'll probably need something. It'll probably need an arcane.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. He doesn't have a magic stone in him. That's lovely.
What? Who?
My dad doesn't have the magic stone shit that we all have
stone, yeah.
in us.
He's a dragon. He's a dragon though, so
yeah,
he can probably use himself.
He was made way before the time of this, so.
Yeah, he's a dragon though, so he could probably just use himself as a focus. He doesn't need.
True, but hang on.
It's pretty powerful.
Oh.
I'm willing to bypass the rules purely because I want to make fun of you guys when this doesn't work.
Oh, okay, so this isn't gonna work.
Wait, it's not gonna work.
What do you think? You're shooting lightning at mist. It's just mist.
Magical lightning at mist.
It's magical dragon lightning. I don't know.
It's still just fucking lightning.
It's
okay,
magical
so it's not
lightning,
gonna actually do anything.
No, it's probably not. But you don't know.
Can I roll damage?
Okay. Actually, you know what? Actually, yes. Yes, you can. Actually.
Roll damage, sick.
Can I shoot magic missile at it to give it a magic boost as well?
Yeah, I mean, sure, you can. You can shoot the mist, which is on your floor.
Hang on, boys. Hang on, gentlemen.
You can shoot the mist, which is on the floor, on the wooden floor.
Oh, it's gonna start fire.
Yeah,
no,
we should
on
probably
the brittle wooden
and also we're in a
floor.
really dry desert as well.
You do realize you're shooting up your ancestral house.
Yeah, we're in a really dry desert with lightning.
Does magic missile light stuff on fire?
Hey, DM.
Yeah?
Does 160 damage of lightning start the portal?
No.
That is max damage on a lightning breath of an ancient
Okay.
bronze dragon,
And
by the way.
okay, describe what does the spell look like when you cast it?
It's not a casting thing. He looks like this. He looks like this. We both do it. Hang on, let me look what a fucking. Oh fuck! What are the ages of a dragon? I don't remember. It's wormling. Is it young adult, adult, ancient, or how? I forgot how it works.
I don't know, bro. Don't ask me.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, found it. It's young. Sick. 10d10. As well as on top of the 160 damage. Does 100... Oh, never mind. 212 damage start the portal up again?
Maybe.
Okay. So what are you doing? You're firing out of your mouth?
Yes, we're doing this.
Both of you? But your
For
dad
a second
and
time, yes.
you? Okay. You both open your mouths and kind of a glow emits from it. Your dad's is kind of more harsher and wild than yours, Ulthric.
Well, yeah, obviously.
And then kind of a massive, blinding bolt of lightning. It forces you to open your jaw wider. That's how kind of large it is. Your dad seems to be fine with controlling it though. And
Yeah,
you
well,
both
I just got to level
hit-
2 on this transformation sheet,
You
so...
both hit the
Dead center of this portal thing.
There's no portal. It's just mist.
Dead center of said mist.
It's
I
okay,
am a
right?
really bad
You hit the
gamer of
floor
puzzles.
with your lightning because, as I said previously, it is just mist, and
Well, mist
you
would
burn
react to
a
light. No.
massive hole down through the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor and out of the wall, chopping off one of the branches.
Oh, like the big branches or
Yes,
little branch?
and it falls to the ground with a massive thud. I don't know what you were expecting.
Lovely.
You were shooting lightning at a tree, at mist. It's just mist.
Well, at mist is water, and it's also magical lightning, so you think it would react to the magical water.
You just evaporated all of the freaking water.
Oh, lovely.
It's gone. Mist is gone.
That was a bad idea.
Well, you told us to do it.
Okay, well, I was having second thoughts and then realized that was probably not the best of me.
I told you multiple times, it's just mist. There's nothing big.
I want to go.
Well, I would like to go and inspect if there was a magical circle where we just hit.
That would be pretty unfortunate, because you know what would happen if the magical circle was there?
Well, I can also find out by just inspecting the ground.
There is no ground.
There's no ground.
Yeah, we hit it dead center. It's not going to destroy the entire fucking floor.
There's a massive
wood
circle where both your beams hit. It's like, okay.
Well, lovely. Okay, well, we're gonna retcon that. And we're gonna look for a magical circle.
Okay, so there's nothing there, fortunately. But if you guys look around, you do notice that there's kind of a glowing. It's not the same color as the blue mist. It's kind of this red, almost fleshy color.
Ew.
Emanating from the library.
It's icky. Wait, emanating from the library?
Yeah, from the back.
I run straight there.
I'm gonna grab him so he can't.
Why?
So he can't run.
Okay. You've done it now.
And now we're going to walk over.
Okay. What, so you guys are just walking over?
Yes, casually.
Yeah.
Streaming.
Wonderful, okay. Alright, so, you guys just walk over to the library, walk into it. It's pretty dark. Luckily, Tumble turn on some of the lights, but since they're pretty feeble, there's some pretty dark areas.
We both have dark vision, right?
Yeah, so does my dad. We all have dark
Yeah.
vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
well,
all have
since it's
dark
only
vision. We're all
dim,
good.
it seems like a pretty much daylight inside the library. You notice that there's no wildlife. You'd expect there to be insects or even spiders and cobwebs, but there's just nothing. It's perfectly preserved, all still covered in that weird, like, membraney dew that covered everything. And you guys walk into the kind of center. You guys walk into the maze. It's a straight path. Then you reach kind of a fork. Where are you going? Left or right?
We'll go right. Tumble will go left.
And one of us go right.
Dad is coming with me. Actually, no, Dad is going with you because you have no combat capability whatsoever.
I do. I have scratchy stuff.
Yeah, my dad's going with you anyways.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys both go down these paths. They kind of they go forward for a little bit, then they both.
Wait, can I?
turn.
I just want cast message with Ulthric to just sort of have just the link there, so that if we ever need to relay information while we're not together, we can just use that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You guys, you walk for another 5 minutes or so. It's nothing but bookshelves and bookshelves. Pretty much a straight path for you guys. And then you guys reach a turn. Both of you, your paths seem to be pretty similar, and you walk down it. And suddenly, Ulthric, you can see a ginger tabaxi who's looking very confused, and Tumble there, you can see a variant human kind of dragon person also looking extremely confused, walking at you.
What the?
Wait, what?
You've
What the?
walked into each other. You've walked in a circle.
Oh. Okay. Then.
I'm gonna Arcana check this. Tumble, do you want to help me?
No, like we've just walked into each other.
Yeah, no, but if
There's nothing
No,
magical.
like there's no portal.
Oh.
You are in a different position. You haven't just circled back around. It's just the paths diverge, then go back together.
Oh, okay.
Kind of pointless. Okay, well we'll continue on.
All right, so there's just one path now, with like sometimes little divergence, but they're just kind of short dead ends which have like studying areas for people to study. So there's nothing really down them. As you guys continue down, you're getting to the very end, and there's this emanating, fleshy, glowing stuff. And as you look down, there's kind of roots, or like tentacle-ish roots, not plant roots. And as you step on them, they're kind of fleshy and gooey, and the membrane sticks to your boots. If any of you are barefoot, by the way, this is not very good for you.
Well, me and both of my dad are barefoot. We can't wear shoes.
Okay. Well, this is not very
as well
comfortable for you guys.
Claws.
This is not very comfortable for you guys. It feels.
Well, I have scales,
like...
so it doesn't really affect me. Tumble, on the other hand, he's got fur.
I'm gonna get mad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As you get to the end, there's kind of almost a tear in the bookshelves. And there's kind of a membrane, more of the membrane, but it seems thicker here, emanating from this tear, which is also where the kind of tentacle things are emanating from. And the kind of the red fleshy glow is coming from that.
Okay.
We're going in there, and I'm going in there.
Go.
I'm going in first.
Alright, cool.
Oh, good lord. Okay. Oh, God. Are you sure you want to go? You want to go first? Why not send Tumble?
Yes.
It's more expendable. I mean,
Because I have armor.
Okay.
Armor, not as much. Less good.
Yeah, you don't have health either.
I have 39.
I have 84. Shut your
I
mouth,
need to prepare the... Okay. Ouch. You kind of push through it. There's a pressure against you from the membrane. You have to break it apart, and as you do, you get covered in this sticky, membraney, gooey kind of almost saliva, but more viscous.
Have you just robbed Stranger Things?
I was trying to make it relevant. Shush, shush. It's supposed to be relevant.
Okay.
Okay, it's a special episode. Remember. and you guys kind of push through. Tumble, you're not so much as affected because he kind of breaks it for you, but you still get absolutely covered in goo.
I'm still goopy. I'm still gunky.
You emerge on the other side, and it's as you'd expect from parallel realms. It's not a version of the library you were just in. It is a massive, barren field. The tear kind of hangs in mid-air somehow. It doesn't make sense. If you'd walk around the back, it just doesn't exist. It only kind of exists from the front. It's very, very odd. And it kind of hangs in midair. It shouldn't exist. It looks very off-putting. It just seems like it should not be there. In this kind of bluish, dark landscape. Everything is covered with that membrane now. It's more thick, and there are no landmarks in sight apart from kind of a small, what looks like a kind of watchtower thing in the distance.
We're going straight there.
Yes, well, I'm flying there. Me and my dad are both flying there. We're forcing him to walk, if we can fly at least.
Can I use, like...
Do you want to ask your dad to turn to a dragon to fly over there?
No, we could just fly without, turning into dragons.
Looks pretty far.
And we're just gonna force him to walk.
Okay.
Can I use, like...
By the way, your dad looks very uncomfortable right now. Your dad looks extremely uncomfortable. He does not like this place. He doesn't like being here. He looks very uncomfortable. And you made him more uncomfortable by telling him to walk, which he doesn't normally do. He's kind of stumbling. He walks like a drunk man because he's
Tumble?
Quite a while. No, not Tumble. Your dad.
Oh. No, Dad's flying. Dad can fly while he's in the storm.
Well, he's not flying. He's walking.
Well, you're a wimp, Dad.
No, I don't think you understand. He doesn't have wings.
He has wings. He looks like me.
Not anymore.
What does he look like?
He just looks like himself, but without wings.
Oh, so he's in a dragon form without wings.
Essentially, yeah. He doesn't have.
Where did his wings go?
Why didn't you ask him?
Into the abyss.
To Gibber, where did his wings go?
Why didn't you ask him?
Because that just doesn't happen. His wings just don't disappear.
A lot of things don't happen.
Maybe they can.
Such as a tear in the freaking universe. But that happened.
So what? This is just, Stranger Things now?
No.
Is what's happening?
No.
You're basically describing this as Stranger Things, because the red, fleshy, glowy shit is Stranger Things-esque glowy shit.
Yeah, you've just Stranger Things this up.
Exactly.
Yes, you did.
I was trying to make it relevant. I was trying to make it a special episode, but whatever.
Stranger Things episode it, huh?
Exactly.
Also have to go in an hour.
Where the frick is my dad?
Why are we in the abyss?
It's not Stranger Things because it's not an alternate reality. It's just a barren landscape.
Okay, well, my dad has wings. He's flying people around.
Yeah, he doesn't have wings. Neither do you, actually. If you look back, your wings, they're kind of
gone.
Decayed. Well, they're not exactly gone, but they're decayed.
Bone now.
They're not bone. They're just kind of shriveled, and the membrane where the wings would be is kind of tattered and hanging. It doesn't look usable.
Lovely. I'm going to heal myself. Anyways, what the fuck is happening?
You're gonna try to heal yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
there's the heal. Now, is this with a spell?
No, it's by ability, class ability.
What, you just heal your wings back into existence?
Yeah, I can second wind it, which essentially gives me a bonus action to heal myself.
How does this look?
Like,
what are you
healing
physically
minor
doing?
wounds or healing
to heal
literal
your-
decaying flesh?
Yeah.
It just says healing, so yes.
Okay. I don't know if that
literally
works.
just look like nothing. I just shrug and I get healed. It's basically how I flavor it.
Well,
Shrug and crack
see,
my neck.
normally
That's
when,
it.
by definition of healing, you return it to its original state, correct?
Yeah?
It appears that, like, in this place, your mind, or whatever is controlling your magical abilities or your healing ability, just thinks that that's your natural state.
Fight God here in a
I
minute.
wanna unsheath my claws and see if there's anything wrong with them.
Oh yeah, your claws are fine. They're actually slightly
Okay.
longer, and more gnarled.
What?
They look kind of
Ew.
more like gnarled daggers.
I got a hind claw.
I would like to cut off his claw.
Oh no, they're my claws.
With what? Okay, yeah, but you guys are just in this plane. You're still walking to the tower, right?
Yes!
Yeah.
Alright, you walk to the tower. It's a bit odd because everything here is kind of got the same roughly greyish, monotonous look. And this tower it's a bit odd. There's a glowing there's a glowing light from the top of it, which is warm, which also seems very odd and clashing. The tower just looks like a regular tower which you'd see on either the roads to protect civilians or just kind of maybe...
So like a watchtower.
Yeah, just a watchtower.
I would like to climb up it.
And there's nothing outside of it. There's nothing gradually leading to it. It just exists.
I would like to climb it.
I would
Climb the
also like to
outside?
climb it.
Actually, I can fucking jump super high. What the fuck am I doing?
You're gonna jump to the top of the super... By the way,
How
it's about
tall
3...
is this tower?
2 stories. Then the top story is kind of got an open area with a roof, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I can jump that high. Because stupid fighter class abilities. I would like to do a running jump and jump onto the top of this tower.
Okay, you run and you jump, what, through the window or onto the top?
Through the window.
Okay, you jump through the gap. What you see before you kind of tumble into the end, because you get quite a bit of momentum from this jump, you kind of tumble into the wall. What you see is you do this, there's a table and there's a lantern on it, and there's this kind of wizened, greyish, tabaxi man.
There he is.
He's carrying a staff. He's wearing what would be described as robes, but now they're just kind of tattered rags that hang off of him. He was kind of muttering
Does he at
to
least
himself.
have underwear on?
He's playing cards with himself, actually, from what you can see. He does.
Is he playing solitaire?
Ronak doesn't know.
I would like to fuck up his game of solitaire and kick the table.
Ronak is not quite able to tell yet because he just kind of bashed in, but he does look extremely surprised. Tumble, you just hear you just see Ronak. Why do I keep on saying Ronak? Ulrich, jump into the tower very quickly. Then you hear kind of a crash and then a yelp.
I wanna use the message link that we formed earlier to be like, hey, what's going on?
Wait, that
What's
still
happening?
works? Okay. Wait, how long?
Where is she?
How long? Okay.
That's all
Well,
I'm thinking of
so
now.
you
It's just
get up.
Batman crashing it through a window. And you're like,
It
where
works.
is she?
It counts.
He
I'm pretty
looks
sure
very
they lost
surprised.
like
He's kind
3
of
times,
backed
but-
up against the wall. He is whimpering and cowering in the corner, kind of hugging himself.
I would like to give him an actual big friendly smile and just go, hello.
Roll intimidation.
That's not intimidation. I'm being friendly.
Have you seen yourself? Have you seen what you look like?
I'm giving him a big, giant, fucking friendly smile and a very friendly tone going, hello.
Have you seen what you look like?
The skills are for...
Fine, I'll roll a fucking intimidation check.
Okay.
That's a fucking nat 1. It's a fucking 3.
Alright, you smile widely, your eyes gleaming.
What's
And
friendly?
he whimpers a little bit more and just curls himself tighter.
He's a powerful wizard. Why is he so scared by this dragon?
Bro, I don't know, ask him. Where are you?
Terrified.
Well, I'm at the moment climbing up after the crater that Ulthric left in the ground by the sheer force of his legs pushing himself onto the tower.
I'm just Baki, bro. That's it. That's all I am. If none of you know what that is, I'm going to be upset with you.
It's the anime with the people fighting each other.
Obvious.
Yeah.
The what?
Alright, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get something to eat because I'm fucking starving.
So
Okay.
Gibber, what's going on?
In that action, I'm gonna assume that you managed to climb up. It's perfectly preserved. There's nothing. There's no wildlife. There's no nature. It's just cold stone.
Hey, Dad, what the fuck
You
is
walk
going
up.
on?
And as you climb through, let's just say that Ulthric kind of stopped smiling and just decided to lean against the wall and let you take over for this.
Okay. I think that makes sense since, he is my dad.
And you kind of walk over to him. He's still whimpering and looks up at you. But it's less scared and it's more... Well, actually, no, it is still fear. But also confusion. He says... Who are you? He can't speak. He's trying to speak, but he's just stuttering.
I wanna cast message that he doesn't have to speak with his mouth, so he can just speak with his mind.
Alright.
And I just say to him, it's okay, Dad. Alright, I'm here.
As you try to set up this message link, you try to reach out to him. You just feel a wall where his mind should be. It's completely walled off.
Oh.
I'm back.
Give him some mental protection.
Yeah, I don't want you seeing what's inside my head, bro.
He looks up at you, Tumble, and he says, alright, that's it. I've gone crazy. I knew this would happen.
What? You were so quiet, I can't even understand. Your mic isn't even picking it up.
I knew it would happen. I've gone crazy.
Your mic isn't even picking up what you're saying,
The
Gibbo.
hallucinations have begun, I guess. Look, I know what you are, and I guess let's get this over with. You are made by my mind, okay? You're not real, okay?
I'm gonna pick him up.
No,
real?
what are you... Wait, what? She's kind of shocked.
Ulthric, that's my dad. Put him down.
By the way, this old man is about to have a heart attack. He is so terrified. He has not seen anyone.
With my nat 1 intimidation?
He has not seen anyone for 4 years, okay? Wait, actually, Teddy, how long have you been gone?
Who's Teddy? And he doesn't exist anymore.
Tumble, how long have you been gone?
Tumble. Oh, I've been gone for like, I don't know, 20 years. 10 years.
Oh, God.
Oh. Yeah, I've been gone for a while.
This man has not seen anyone. For about
He had Pillar for, about 5 more years until he went to the monastery.
I would like to take him and toss him outside in front of my dad. In front of my child.
Wait, you toss him off the tower?
Yeah.
Don't throw him off the tower.
You toss an old man off of a 3-story tower.
I want to use
My dad will
movement
catch him before he hits the ground.
to catch him.
Your dad can't fly anymore.
He can still walk 80 feet per turn.
Up the tower?
He's outside of the tower.
Oh, yeah,
He's
okay.
also 10
Oh,
stories tall.
I get what you mean. Wait, what do you mean? He's in human form.
Well, not anymore.
What?
He
He walked through
so
and he returned to our original state, which his original state would be a dragon.
you want him to turn into his original state?
That's what you said it was.
What? No, I
Which
mean
is a dragon form.
No, I mean I said that he
this
looks
this
like
realm makes your original form like weird. It makes it weird, basically.
No, like I mean he's you,
Original form
but without
in this
wings.
realm.
He looks
No,
the same as he
okay.
did. He
He's
looks
got a
the
big
same as
dragon
he
guy.
did when he was in human form, but without wings.
Okay, his original form is his dragon form, but yes.
But remember, that's not his original form here.
This realm is weird. It's weird.
Well,
Basically.
right now he's in
makes
polymorph. So do you want him to turn back to his other form?
Yes, his dragon form, yes.
Okay.
Make more
You're
sense.
just gonna ask him to?
No, he would do it.
Well, just okay. You can see he kind of clenches himself up, his shoulders going to his ears, and he kind of starts groaning and kind of
Oh, lovely.
grunting in pressure why can't I think of words right now?
It's the polymorph spell. I hope you
concentration.
realize that.
And
he's gonna have like a record dysfunction or something.
grows.
He's gonna be able to
God
do it.
damn it. Fuck you,
He
Tumble.
grows, his nose becomes elongated, his maw becomes longer, his eyes become his eyes become slits, and they're kind of covered in membrane until he becomes what essentially looks like a dragon wolf thing. It's a massive. It looks like a ginormous wolf, about 2 stories tall, with wings, with a dragon head. That looks roughly the same as it does.
I'm changing him back into his human form. Fuck that. That looks disgusting.
What the fuck is wrong with your dad?
I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this dimension.
He looks up at you and he says, he throws up. He throws up onto the tower.
Oh, lovely. Okay, well, I'm gonna have him shift back into his human form because that looks absolutely disgusting.
He is.
Also,
yeah.
we are in the Stranger Things dimension because I see your fucking Stranger Things Demigorgon up on the
Shoot,
page.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I saw that. And I'm having to change back, and I'm literally going to like hold the dad out over the tower and be like, "Yeah, no, we're not fake, dumbass. Wake up to reality."
He's
At this
been
point,
in
he's like,
this dimension
What?
for who
Whoa,
knows how long.
put me down, you fiend! I get it. All right, fine, I get it. It's been a long time, and Tumble? Tumble? Is that you?
No, it's not. It's different Tabaxi, who looks strikingly similar to your son and is also a tiger and is also a rogue and has the exact same eyes and hair and patterns.
Your dad looks at you with kind of the stern look that he used to give you when you kind of stole books from him. He says, "Cut the crap, Tumble."
Yeah, I was being sarcastic. Yeah, so Dad, how the fuck did you get in here? What is this place? Why are you here? How long have you been here? What is wrong with your brain?
If you let me speak...
What's going on?
Would you kindly ask your friend here to put me down? And not in that sense, put me down.
Oh yeah, Arthur, just put him down. Safely. Put him down safely, please.
I would like to pretend to drop him.
What?
And then catch his shirt immediately, and then put him back on the tower.
Tumble! Wait.
And he dies of a heart attack.
He kind of leans down onto his knees. I just need a moment to catch my breath. Okay. He collapses into the chair which he was in. He's not unconscious. He just is extremely tired and shell shocked. It's been a very weird day for him. Yeah, your dad's still kind of outside, just staring up at the top of the tower.
Oh, who did we lose? Oh, we lost Tumble.
Tumble? Oh.
Tumble's gone.
By the way, if you want
Tumble's
to know what the place generally looks like, it kind of looks like this. Kind of.
So it's Mad Max Wasteland. Got it. But it's Stranger Things styled. Good to know.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, so, you put him down, and what? Did you ask him the question?
Yeah, I asked him all those questions.
Where the fuck has he gone?
Okay.
Where the fuck have you been?
Look.
Where have you been? How did you open this dimension? Where did everyone go? Why is the house, just, not trashed, but why is the house basically dead? How did you get here? Why is there a wall on your mind? Is somebody trying to attack you mentally or something? What is going on?
Tumble. He smiles widely. It's been so long. How have you been?
I've been good. I went to jail a couple times. But then I got out. I met a pastor.
What?
I've been stealing stuff for him. I found the magic rock and I surgically implanted it into my body. It gives me magic powers that allows me to cast spells. It's pretty cool.
Your dad gets up from his chair slowly. He strides towards you. He lays his hands on your shoulders. And he says, "Good job, my boy, exactly as I taught you. Father's boy here."
I knew you would be proud of me, Dad.
Can you tell me, who is this strange person?
He's a friend.
A friend, you say? Oh, good lord. Alright, well that's one thing I didn't teach you. Okay, well, to answer your questions, as you're obviously real and here, I don't know. For the first time in my life, I don't know anything. I'm perfectly clueless.
Well, did you do an Arcana check?
Son, I don't think you understand. This realm, it's not like an alternate realm. It's not like even an alternate universe. It's wrong.
What do you mean it's wrong?
It shouldn't be here. It's like all mixes of forgotten realms that have been destroyed, kind of the trash of universes mixed into one. Look, how it all started. We were running low on food. The wasteland animals, the insects, they just weren't enough. They were running out. We were in a dire place, especially after your youngest brother left. The entire family was gone, and I needed something to put my mind on. And I thought, well, maybe I could turn to other realms, because this one was letting us down. So I discovered that that there was this one world which was emitting a frequency that I discovered through one of my many machines. And I thought that I could harness it to create a kind of energy that maybe we could use in some way, perhaps trade it on. Unfortunately, it tore open the world. It was supposed to be just a small hole where we could siphon energy, but it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then something came through.
What do you mean, something?
It's I can't explain it, but this whole world, it's not something that we should be able to see. You see all this. He kind of stretches his palm out across the landscape. This
Yep.
is a vision, essentially, which your mind is making up to filter what's actually happening. What's actually happening, none of us can see because we just simply can't comprehend it. The creature that came through was something which we couldn't comprehend. To me, it was like a bunch of broken mirrors that had somehow assembled them into some machination with a face like a vortex and a mouth like a great charbis, like a great scar. And it took us, somehow with some semblance of sentience despite its appearance. And I managed to survive because, well, it seemed to forget about me, as I don't know why. Maybe it was my arcane abilities, maybe it was the fact that I had walled off my mind as soon as I felt a psychic attack, which was what I felt as soon as the portal opened up. But it couldn't sense me, and I came through and I tried to save them. I've been here for 15 years. I tried to leave about 10 years ago. Turns out if you stay in here for long enough, it claims you. You can't leave. You become a creature of this dimension.
Uh-oh. We should go, but we can't leave you here.
You can't
Oh,
leave
but-
them. You mean?
What?
The people, Tumble. Open your mind. Where are they? Where do you think the rest of the refugees went? They're still here. Somewhere. If I can find them. That is. Look, it's. This palace, this place, it's something akin to the mythology that I've read in books. You know, the ones that you used to like. The tales of, the undead lands where spirits roamed, and great monsters that fed off of moods and spirits.
Demons and nightmares.
Well,
What about them?
you see...
I play with those all the time. There's no issue there for me.
Oh, yo, young man, you crack me up. This isn't like the demon world or even hell. Those small mirror dimensions that exist in our world. This is something entirely different. In the distance, over there, is a palace. I know you can't see it now. Where he's pointing to you guys just looks like more barren landscape. But I discovered it ages ago. It seems to be that's where that beast is keeping the refugees. He's keeping them alive for some reason. I can only hope that they're okay, but you see, if you go to that spot and if you look at just the right angle, you should be able to see the palace. I don't know how it exists. It's odd, just like everything else in this place. But that's where they should be. I've been trying to get in there for years, but I'm not brave enough. I've just
Father,
been here. I'm a coward, I know.
Is there any way you can cast some sort of protection on us so that while we're in here we're protected from the effects, so that we don't
look
get claimed?
Son, look at me.
Yep.
I'm spent.
Yes.
I'm an old man on his last legs. I've got nothing to give I can only hope that you can save them, but I'm afraid that the only thing that's keeping me alive is, I don't know, something here, maybe the air, but I just can't seem to die. But I've got nothing left, son. I'm sorry. There's nothing left.
I want to hold my arm out, which is where I've implanted my focus into.
By the way,
and I want
as he says there's nothing left, he kind of spreads his arms, and for a moment he kind of flickers, like a ghost. Like he just turns transparent for a second there.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Is there any... Can I make, like, an Arcana check?
Yeah.
To see...
Sure.
Like, what's happening to him? Alright.
Sure. Yeah.
17 plus 5. That is a 22.
The magic which you can sense is a spell that was cast ages and ages and ages ago, to kind of summon this tower. You can also tell there were more spells cast about, but where you see your father is, you sense nothing. There's nothing there.
Uh-oh.
You see, even Ulthric and especially his dad have a kind of hum when you cast the spell to check for Arcana. But your dad just doesn't have anything. He doesn't exist. He's like a shade, like a shadow.
Dad, you know how you said this place summons things from your mind?
Yes, son. Well, not necessarily, but I mean, yes.
I don't think we're part of your imagination. I think you're part of mine.
No, son, that's not possible. He kind of looks around at the place at where he is, and the watchtower kind of flickers in and out, barely, like quick enough so that there's still ground under your feet, but kind of flashing and strobing, and him also your dad, kind of disappearing like smoke in the wind, but then reforming, and he just looks utterly devastated. And
we need to go to that palace. I think
he said, and
you're with them.
He takes one look at you, and he kind of he puts his hand on your face. You can't feel it, but he does, and he says, "Son, I always said you were too smart for your own good. I guess this is where I say goodbye."
No, we'll get you back. You're in the palace, aren't you? Not this you, but the real you, the physical one.
He just looks at you. He just looks at you solemnly, and then he kind of disappears, blown away by some unseen wind. The watchtower also disappears, but there's still a structure underneath you. It looks like it once was the watchtower, but it's long since been abandoned. There's no cobwebs or anything because there isn't any nature here, but there's kind of just a general air of abandonment. And in the corner, sitting on the chair where Ulthric first saw your father, is a skeleton in tattered robes,
No.
holding a staff, playing solitaire.
What does its teeth look like?
What do you mean? What do its teeth look like? Its teeth.
What does its teeth look like?
What do you mean? Like creature, animal, or like?
Does it look like a cat's teeth? Does it have pronounced
Yes.
canines?
Yes. Yes.
No.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what happened?
He's dead.
Oh,
Okay,
lovely.
so essentially, synopsis. What was happening was Tumble. This kind of world. It's weird. It bends. It's kind of a mind world of some sort. It's very very weird. It shouldn't exist. And this was kind of Tumble's hallucination, a mix of Tumble's hallucination and whoever else is here.
Me? Then I don't even know his dad. Why would I see this hallucination?
Because you're with Tumble.
Well, then Tumble's gonna see some weird shit.
And oh god.
When we get to my hallucinational stuff, I'll explain it to you later.
But can you DM it to me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Let me stop my stream. Okay, so essentially what was happening is he was imagining him, and so when he realized that it was a hallucination, his dad, it wasn't that it was completely a hallucination. There was some kind of spirit there, but as soon as his dad realized it, he kind of saved Tumble, I guess you could say, and dispelled it himself. And it was revealed that, yeah, Tumble's dad has been dead for a long time.
Oh, we lost somebody. What did we lose? Oh, we lost Tumble.
We lost Tumble. God. Okay.
Tumble, stop disconnecting! Damn it!
I think it's the French